When things happen that you don't understand. This is message 420 in day 74 in the 8C challenge, and special birthday wishes to Mother Teresa. Not that Mother Teresa, my Mother Teresa. Happy birthday, Mom. We live in a complex world that is in a vast universe. There are riddles wrapped in mysteries inside enigmas, to paraphrase Churchill. Things rarely happen the way we anticipate. Has your life unfolded the way you imagined it 5 or 50 years ago? When things happen we don't understand, we have to fall back on what we do understand. This is working from first principles. It's going back to raw ingredients and building up from there. It's harder work, but entails less surprise. Or perhaps a better way to put it is we can absorb more surprises. There's a famous blog post. I think it was written 15 years ago. It's about 87,000 words, so it's more of a book than a blog post. Written about Elon Musk using his illustration of a chef versus a cook. Tim Urban writes, quote, "The difference between the way Elon thinks and the way most people think is kind of like the difference between a cook and a chef. The words cook and chef seem like synonyms, and in the real world, they are often used interchangeably. But in this post, when I say chef, I don't mean an ordinary chef. I mean the trailblazing chef, the kind of chef who invents recipes. And for our purposes, everyone else who enters a kitchen, all those who follow a recipe is a cook. Everything you eat, every part of every cuisine we know so well was at some point in the past created for the first time. Wheat, tomatoes, salt, and milk go back a long time. But at some point, someone said, what if I take those ingredients and do this and this and this and end up with the world's first pizza? That's the work of a chef. Since then, God knows how many people have made a pizza. That's the work of a cook. The chef reasons from first principles. And for the chef, the first principles are raw, edible ingredients. Those are her puzzle pieces, her building blocks. And she works her way up from there using her experience, her instincts, and her taste buds, end quote. We love recipes and formulas because the results are figured out. X, Y equals Z. Some formulas are first principles. There's a formula for universal gravitation, for example. On Earth, this is a first principle you can use. But change variables, though, and many other factors play into the formula. Most of your life works this way. We want a formula for faith, finances, family, or the future. Good luck with that. Just think about your relationships and how many factors are at play. If you try to run your relationships according to a recipe, you'll end up very bitter. You've been placed inside an orderly universe. Life is understandable. However, the universe is infinite too, and you're finite. So you're going to constantly encounter things you don't understand. Don't be bitter. It doesn't do any good to bring your bitterness to God, but feel free to bring all the perplexities you want. When things happen that you don't understand, simply fall back on what you do understand and move forward again.